Hi seniors, Mrs. Egg here. I hope you all are off to a great start to your senior year. I just wanted to share some information with you regarding ACP for this year, as well as a few upcoming reminders too. So for those who may need a friendly reminder, what is ACP? It is our academic and career planning class. So just as we had done last year, we will be doing ACP as an individualized plan with assignments that are due each month. So each student will complete their own ACP portfolio. This year we will be doing it on Google Classroom. So you will be able to access all of the information off of there. ACP class will occur every second and fourth Thursday before lunch. So you will be able to work on those assignments during that time. If you do not finish during the ACP class period, you are responsible for finishing it on your own before the end of the school year. ACP is a requirement and you will receive 0.25 credit for ACP each year. So it is a pass-fail course, which is similar to how we do Bible portfolio. Once you have completed an assignment, you must show it to your advisor and they will initial it off and mark it off in RunWeb. Some teachers may decide that you can post these assignments on Google Classroom, or they may want you to show them in a different way. So just make sure you touch base with your teachers regarding that. You should also create an ACP folder in Google Drive and keep all of the assignments in there that you have completed. You might end up needing to use some of these assignments as a reference or something to look back on. So I'd encourage you to keep all of those. ACP will be a very valuable time for you guys this year. You may still be in the stage of exploring and researching more about careers in colleges, and some of you may be more ready to start making those plans for the future and life after high school. So ACP will be a very valuable time for you to focus more on that and either deciding what you want to do or making those final plans. So I really encourage you to use this time wisely and take advantage of it. So I'm going to show you Google Classroom and what that will look like for this year. So this is the main stream page. You all will be invited to this Google Classroom. I have posted on here the checklist for 12th grade. So you guys are going to need to decide whether you're going to follow the college track. So if you're planning on going to college after high school, you'll want to follow the college track, or you need to decide if you are joining the workforce or military after high school. You will need to complete the workforce military track. So as you can see, there are different assignments for each track. And if at some point you are thinking you will do the college track and end up changing, that's perfectly fine. You can just leave off whatever month you were at, or you can talk to your advisor and see what would be the best plan for you to take with that. So this is what that looks like. You have assignments due each month. For the college track, you will really focus on getting those college applications ready. You will complete your FAFSA. You will look into how you're going to pay for college and research more about that. Scholarships are also going to be a huge part of what you do in ACP as well. In April, or maybe more towards the end of March, I'll send out the application for our school scholarships, and I'll send out more information regarding that. And then in May, we'll also have our senior awards night, which is where we will reveal who those scholarship recipients are. For the workforce military track, you're really going to focus on getting yourself ready for the career world. So you're going to focus on creating that resume, which is something you will also do for the college track. But for the workforce military, you'll really focus on that resume. And then we're going to focus on some job seeking essentials. So, how do you find a job? What does a job application look like? How do you fill that out? We're going to talk about interviewing. What kinds of questions might you be asked and how would you answer those? They'll talk about soft skills. So, what kinds of skills do you need to complete a job like this? We're also going to talk about budgeting. What kind of expenses am I going to have and how am I going to save money but also be able to afford to live? So those will be some of the concepts covered in the workforce military track. And for both tracks, you will also create an academic SMART goal for your senior year. And then at the end of the year, you're going to review that goal and see if you were able to accomplish it. One note I should also make as well, I know I have listed on here scholarships, primarily February, March, but I do want you to know that scholarships are available year-round to apply for. So you can focus on those already now and start looking at what kinds of scholarships you can apply for. So if you go back to Google Classroom, I have posted the assignments here in a full Google Doc, so you can look at what all of the assignments are. So that's kind of what that looks like. But if you go back to the Google Classroom homepage, so I will be posting all these assignments each month when they are due. So if you wanted to work ahead, then you can go here and see what assignment is coming up next. But otherwise, they will be posted individually on here as assignments as well. So that is what Google Classroom looks like for ACP this year. One resource I also did want to share with you, if you have already watched the video that I sent out this summer regarding senior updates, resources, things to be aware of for this year, you'll have already seen this part, but I want to show you again. So if you go to our main school page under the academics tab and then counseling department, here is going to be the counseling department webpage. So here is some information about me and my contact information. This year I will be at the high school all day Tuesday, Wednesday morning, and then Thursday morning as well. So if I'm in my office, you can always feel free to pop in, ask any questions, whatever you need. If I'm not at school, you can always email me and we'll figure out a time to touch base. If you scroll down, there's going to be some information on the right-hand side here. Here I will post some announcements and upcoming events. Also, if any of you have Facebook or Instagram, there are pages for the SCS Eagles Counseling Department on there. I would encourage you to follow those and you can watch for updates and resources that I'll be posting on there. One thing that you will need if you are applying for colleges, you will need to fill out a transcript request form. So when you apply for a college, you need to send your transcript right away. And then we also will send your transcripts at the end of the year when all the grades are entered in. And you don't need to request that it is sent at that time. We will just automatically send it to whatever school you're going to. So I'm just going to show you how you would do that. You can click transcript request form. And really all you need to do is fill in your name, the year you graduated, and then the name of the college and the address that you need it sent to. And then you hit submit. And then that will be emailed to me. So it's as simple as that. You can also go into the office, Mrs. Orth does have a paper format that you can fill out for that as well. There's some more ACP information on here. Career Locker. Just want to show you some resources you can use on there. So if you're still struggling to figure out what kind of a career you want to go into, you can use the Personal Globe Inventory. So this is where it links your interests to possible career opportunities. So this could be a helpful tool for you to use if you're really struggling in figuring out what you want to do after high school. You also can go under the Occupations tab and you can look at different occupations. You can find specific ones, or you can match occupations to your interests. You can also compare different occupations, and you can look at the different career clusters. So if there's one area that you know that you really want to go into, so health science, then you can kind of explore what different pathways or jobs are in that cluster. You also can use the Education tab, which is really nice. You can actually look up different college information. You can search schools here. You also can look at different majors and degrees. One thing that I really like as well is you can compare colleges and schools on here. So all you need to do is search the school. You click add, it will get added over here. And then you click compare. And then it's going to put all the schools you compare right next to each other, and you can look at all the different areas. And you can click on all these different tabs and really compare the different schools that way. There's also a paper format of this if you're someone that just understands things more by writing things down. I can send you the paper format of that as well, and that will be also on Google Classroom posted on there too. So that is another resource for you. And for those job seekers, there's lots of good information here as well. One thing you will be using is the Resume Maker. So this is something you will need to create. It's important to have a resume, not only when you're applying for jobs, but also when you're applying for scholarships and colleges. And it's nice to get these started earlier as well, so that way you can just continually build on it rather than having to complete a resume from scratch. So something to think about there. Otherwise, there's a lot of good resources for you guys to use on Career Locker, and I would really encourage you to do that. Also, there are some college exploration resources on here, and there are some career resources as well. If any of you are interested in doing another job shadow, you certainly may do that. You just need to let us know at school. It will be considered an excused absence, but they're very, very valuable, and especially if you're uncertain as to what major you want to go into, I would really encourage you to do a job shadow before you fully commit to that. And then just some more resources here for you as well. There is information regarding the military. I know some of you are interested in the military track. There's also more information regarding the ACT or SAT. So here's ACT information, SAT information. If any of you are thinking about technical schools, the AccuPlacer is typically the standardized test that they like for you to take. So some schools may require it, some may just take your ACT score. So that is that. Also, as a reminder, if any of you are taking the ACT again, you can use the method test prep account that you have created. So just a refresher as to what that looks like. If I can get my computer going. All right. So you'll want to go to SAT, or if some of you are taking the SAT, you can go here, or ACT if you are taking the ACT again. You can go week by week and just do a little bit at a time, or you can do these evaluation tests, which are 10 to 15-minute tests that are supposed to give you a realistic score as to how you would actually score on the real test or a full length test. You can do different lessons or quizzes for each subject. You can really focus on your vocabulary. You can also take full length exams. And they really are full length, like 45 minutes, 60, 35, 35. So that is something for you to use. It's a free resource for you guys, and we really encourage you to use it if you are taking the ACT or SAT. All right. One more. Some more information: scholarships. So I will also email this to you, but if you forget or can't find it in your email, this is where you can come. There is a Google Doc that I have created with scholarship opportunities for you guys. And it's sorted by deadlines, so each month you can go in here and see what scholarships you can apply for. And as you can see, there are scholarships available even now. So I'd encourage you to take a look. Every criteria will be different. So you're going to need to read that and see if you qualify for that. And make sure you pay attention to deadlines as well. And if you ever have any questions regarding this document or scholarships, please let me know. I will add new ones as I'm made aware, and I will update information as well. So that's for you guys. You can also use these scholarship websites to find other scholarships also. There is information regarding financial aid or FAFSA. I will update this later this fall when I receive that information. Typically, we have a financial aid night at the high school where a lady from Lakeland comes in and explains FAFSA a little more. So that can always be a good resource for you guys. There's also more websites you can look at here. But I really encourage you guys to explore more about the price of college and what that's going to look like for you and how you are going to pay for that. There are also some community service opportunities posted here. I know for Bible Portfolio and for Capstone you are required to have service hours, but I would really encourage you to also go above and beyond that required amount, as scholarships and colleges will be paying attention to what kind of community service you've done. So I'd encourage you to do that and really make yourself stand out. And then one last thing on here are some mental health resources. So I've posted the Sheboygan County Mental Health Crisis Line here. And this can be used really if you, a friend, a family member is just going through some sort of a crisis and you really need help. They're available 24/7 for you, so you can always call them. And if you're not sure if it's a crisis, you can always call them too, and they are more than willing to talk to you about that. There is also Mental Health America, which is a great resource in Sheboygan County. If you go to their website, so they have the crisis line there as well. They also have their non-emergency Mental Health America phone number too. And even on their website, they've got a lot of great resources here for anybody to use. And I want to encourage you guys too, if you are struggling with mental health or something's going on and you just really need someone to talk to, I'm always available to you guys. Even if you just need a little refresher or de-stressor during your day, you can always feel free to pop in my office. I've got a lot of stress relief tools and squishy things, coloring things. I usually have my essential oils going, so things like that just to kind of to help bring you guys back down and ground you a little more. I also have candy too, so you guys are always welcome to stop in and visit me in my office. I just want you guys to know that I am here to be a resource to you and a support to you guys, whether it be with school stuff, college career stuff, mental health stuff, anything. I just want you guys to know that I'm here for you. So I hope you guys have a wonderful senior year. I look forward to meeting with each of you in the next couple weeks. I will start next week meeting with you seniors to touch base and kind of see what your plans are. Um, but please be sure to keep me in the loop. Let me know if you have any questions or need help with anything. Thanks, guys.